I guess it's time for an update. It's been a while since since we won the league and the cup in that final stream and turned around a dull season into a good one. So we signed our new contract. We decided we need to clear out a bit of deadwood, move some of the players that weren't going to be a part of the first team, bring up a few of the youth players, send a few players out on loan, all that kind of stuff. So as you can see, the squad is both bigger, and there's a few names there that you might not recognise. So, and there's one that you definitely will. Mr. Marko Grujic back for another year, which has delighted me and the fans. So yeah, let's have a bit of a transfer roundup. So we brought in Lazar Zilicic, a young central midfielder. He's 2.5 star with a 3.5 star potential. The reason we brought him in is I think he's a really good all-round player. He's got good physicals. He's 6 foot, so he's quite physically imposing. Solid mentals all around, solid technicals all around. He can play any of the roles that we play in midfield on any of the tactics. So we use a defensive mid, we use a ball-win midfielder, we use a box-to-box midfielder, we use attacking midfielder, advanced playmaker on both support and attack. And he can play all of those roles. So he is the perfect kind of foil for any injuries or any rotation or anything like that. If we need to change up some fresh legs, he can do any of those and he can do a decent job at any of them. So we brought him in for 425k. It's quite a high fee, but I think if we do ever end up moving him on, we'll more than get our money back. We also signed on the same day Lucas Kubler from Freiburg for 400k. Now I think this guy is a top-class signing. He's a right back. He's a much more defensively minded and defensively solid right back, and we're also training him as a centre back. So when he can cover centre back properly, he's going to be one of our best centre backs. He's already probably our best defensive right back. He's not our best attacking right back, but obviously we use the two tactics. We use a slightly more counter-attacking tactic, and we use a more attacking tactic. More counter-attacking is against stronger teams, basically for Europe. Yeah, he's going to fit into that really well. But yeah, I really like the look of this guy. He's fairly professional. He's got great technicals, great mentals, great physicals for his position, especially at this level. I think 400k is a great signing. We also brought in a kid called Alexei Yoksimovic, 4.5 star potential, good work rate, teamwork. He's fairly ambitious. He looks pretty solid all around. He's down in the under-19s. We'll get him tutored when we can. But again, for 100 grand, I think he's a decent signing. We'll at least make our money back on him, I reckon. And finally, the big man. He was here for 6 months last year. He had a fantastic year with us. Well, fantastic 6 months with us. 7.65 in total. 8.8 in the cup. 7.56 in the league. Played really, really well. We brought him back in. We've got him for an entire 12 months. His contract is up in 2 years. What I'm going to try and do is get to the winter, and then try and get him to sign up for another 12 months after that. And then maybe we might be able to swing him on a free. There's no 17 grand. He'd have to take a pay cut, or we'd have to figure out a way to get our wage budget way, way higher. But we're going to try it. We're going to see what we can do for him. So yeah, that's our transfer business. Everyone else who's new has come up from the youth team. So Juras Maksic, 18-year-old Serbian keeper, 5-star potential, 2-star current ability, great shot stopping, decent mentals, decent physicals. He's going to be playing quite a lot this year. We're going to be playing him in the lower league game. Well, not lower league games, but the league games against the slightly weaker sides. We've got Zimarkos, who was around last year. Stojkovic, Kubler's our new signing. Frimpong, Ratchich, who is currently training at centre-back. I think he makes a really solid centre-back, actually. He's working on his marking and his tackling. Alexa Terzic, again, another youth player who's been promoted to the first team. Great physicals, great mentals. His technicals aren't quite there yet, but with 4.5 star potential, he's 18 years old. He's going to get a lot of game time this year. I think he's going to grow at a really nice rate. Donald, Jovicic, Grujic, Bajinovic, obviously still here from last year. There's Licic, the new signing. Luka Adzic, who had a barnstormer of a second half of the season last year, is now rated at 4 stars with a 5-star potential. He's just improving all the time. He's had 2 games in the Champions League qualifiers. He's playing an 8.45. He's playing out of his skin. Adzic, we've got Yug Stanoyev, again another youngster come up from the youth side. He's lacking a little bit. He's got some decent, really good physicals. He's got some alright mentals, some alright technicals. We're going to see how he goes. We're going to see how he progresses this year. See if we can give him a chance next year as well, or whether we move him on in the summer at the end of the year. Bochi, Radonjic, Mihailo Neskovic was a kid that we brought in last year, but he had an injury. He picked up an injury, so he never really got into the first team. But most of the time in the reserves, just getting match fit again. But he's come up to the first team this year. We're playing him mainly as an inside forward on that left, but he can play in either front three. He can play up front. He can play on the wings. He can even play as an advanced playmaker in the centre. So flexible player, can play in all the positions we need him to. And finally, Dejan Jevelic, who was absolutely on fire for the youth side last year. 37 goals in 22 appearances. Well, 22 starts. Crazy, crazy return. He had a decent preseason with us. He's had a decent preseason with the international side, the under-19s. Yeah, the under-19s. So we're going to give him some game time this year. We do obviously have Velicic down in the under-19s as well, who had a really good end to the season last year. So we've got decent striking options there. The reason I've moved him back down to the under-19s is he's just turned 18. And I want him to get as much game time as he can, basically. With Jevelic being promoted, he's too old to play for the under-19s now. It means that he's going to miss out, probably, with the game time, with the rotation. But, really happy with the squad as a whole. We've got a 22-man squad, so basically got 2 players in each position. If we're going to have a decent European run, that's exactly what we're going to need. Especially with all the league games as well. As you can see, we came through our first round qualifier against SK Samtradia. The Georgian side beat them fairly handily. We then played HNK Rijeka, the Croatian champions, and they, to be honest, they probably should have won a bit more convincingly. When you look at the stats, they're 21 shots, 8 on target, they're more possession, they controlled it a lot in their defence. We actually had a bit more control higher up the pitch, but we conceded a really, really late goal. Bit gutting. We defended really well all game. But they, nicked a 90th minute goal, which means we're going to the second leg with a 1-0 deficit. We've also got the first game of the season against Borac Kashak. So we're going to be playing that today, and then going into the Champions League qualifier second round, second leg, seeing if we can overturn that and get ourselves through to what would be either Sturm Graz, obviously I think they're Austrian champ. I don't have the Austrian league loaded. So not the Austrian somebodies. We might have a decent chance, because I think we're better than Sturm Graz. And we're almost certainly better than these guys. We've got better players than Sturm Graz. So, if we can get past Rijeka, we've got a decent chance of getting through to the playoffs. I guess we'll see how that goes. Full rotation, we're basically playing the kids. Minus Bajanovic and Frimpong, really. So we have a back four of Stojkovic, Frimpong, Zimarkos and Terzic in front of Maxic, with Bajanovic, Nikolic, Zilicic, Stanayev and Neskovic supporting Jevelic up front. It's a lot of itching. I want to see a good display. So Stanayev. Big season for him. The coaches like him, but he's lacking a little bit in his stats. I'll be honest, he's lacking a little bit in his stats. He's got some good physicals, so he should be able to get in behind teams and stuff, cause some damage. But this is his year to prove that he can stick around and do a good job. Nikolic to Neskovic. Jevelic. Oof. An effort from the edge of the box. Not far over. Nikolic for the corner. Zimarkos is there. Stanayev to recycle. Jevelic. Bajanovic. Zilicic. Zilicic straight into Bajic's hands. Nikolic. Frimpong can't win it. Zilicic is there again. Bajanovic. Chipped into goal. Straight into the hands of Bajic. Plenty of shots on goal. Plenty of possession. I think it might just be one of those games that it is... Hopefully it's just a matter of time. We do obviously have some heavyweights on the bench. Basically, that front three are pretty good. Adzic, Radonjic and Bochi. Also got Grujic on the bench as well. We need to make some changes. Assertively, I'm not happy with performance. Everyone's fired up. Let's see how we do the second half. Let's step up, win this ball back. Ivanovic. Jankovic, Matthias Lima. Oh, they're playing it about nicely here, actually. A little bit worrying. Not far over the bar. 30 seconds after kickoff. Right, corner, Nikolic. Out to Zilicic. We score a lot of goals from corners. Bajanovic. We nearly scored another. Bajic with a good save. Kostic to Stanayev. Can you find something? Frimpong. Lay it off to Bajanovic. He's at the bar. Okay. Hit the bar. It's a promising start. Getting a lot of shots on target. Right, Jevelic. Beating his man. Can he get a good crossing? Not bad. There's no one there, though, but Bajanovic to recycle. Keeping him pegged in their half. Come on, let's close him down. Pressure him. Why am I front three not pressing? Zimarcus does well. Out to Terzic, up to Nikolic. Neskovic is there. Can he keep it in? He's done pretty well. Chipped in to Zilicic. Have a strike. Okay, maybe not. Okay, 52 minutes gone. Looking like we're struggling a little bit here. A draw for the first game of the season wouldn't be ideal. With the ability to counter here, though. Neskovic. Quick break. Stanoyev. There we go. He's beating his man. 3-2 in the middle. Jevelic is there. Zilicic. Loses the ball. We've won it high up. Jevelic. It's straight into the hands of Bajic. We've had a lot of decent chances here. Stanoyev to Terzic. Can we encourage him? Terzic. Crossed in. Jevelic. Why did he nod it backwards? Why did he nod that backwards? Did I see that right? Terzic. Jevelic nodded it. He nodded it backwards. Frimpong plays it back out to Terzic. Can he beat his man? It's a penalty. Jevelic. He's missed a few chances. Come on, Jevelic. Do we change it? Does it work? This change thing? I mean, he's our best penalty taker on the pitch, so let it roll. Jevelic drills it into the back of the net. Gonna praise him. Gonna praise you like I should. We've absolutely dominated him. It's a bit of a shame it's taking a penalty to break the deadlock, but maybe that might open the floodgates a little bit. There we go, Terzic. Neskovic. Do bear in mind, Nikolic? Nikolic! It's 2. That should put the game beyond doubt now. Do bear in mind, 9 of these players are our promising youth players in the first game of the season. So, Nikolic does well there. Knocks it past his man. Drills it in the back of the net. It's 2-0. Totally in control. We don't need to make any changes. I was a little bit worried we might need to... You know what I will do, actually? We will make a couple of changes. We'll take Frimpong off. We'll put Kubler on in there. Just because he's going to be playing the next game, so I want to make sure he's match fresh. So anyone else who's going to be playing? Possibly Stojkovic. But then again, we've just brought in our right back at left, centre back. You know what? He'll be fine. That'll do. So Nikolic, Stanoyev, Zilicic. Back out to Stanoyev. Stanoyev, near post. Almost an own goal. Almost an own goal. Stanoyev's looking a little complacent, so we'll just tell people to concentrate. We don't want that complacency spreading through the team. Right, Nikolic. He's done well. Into the near post. It's a poor cross. So many of those crosses just go to no one at the near post. I've noticed this version of FM. Stojkovic recycles nicely. Stanoyev. He has got pace to burn. I say pace to burn. Like 13 pace, I think. He's not that quick. Stojkovic back on the outside. There's 3 people attacking the box. Can't get it there. Nikolic again. Zilicic. Out to Terzic. Outside, cross to the far post. There's no one there. Zocevic. And suddenly, with one swinging pass, we're put under pressure. Jovanovic. They've pulled one back. They've had one shot on target and it's gone in. I'm sick of the amount of times that actually happens. Happens way too often. There we go. 30 seconds. Neskovic. It's poor. Oh boy. They were one flick on away from being through on goal. Terzic and Neskovic. Everyone's running on fumes at the minute, actually. Nikolic. He tackles it past him. Stanoyev. Can't control it, but it doesn't matter. It's a 2-1 win. A 2-1 win against a team we should be beating. Probably should be winning more convincingly. But it is, like I say, it is our kids. Lazar Zilicic had a great game. Yeah, you were great in the second half. There we go, he's fired him up. Perfect. Right. Onto the home leg of the qualifying rounds with a fully refreshed side. Let's see how this goes, eh?